Hi and welcome to this video in the QPSMR Companion Going Deeper series. And in this video we're going to be looking at just one thing, how to make and produce arithmetic tables in QPSMR Companion. So we've got a really simple example here. We have a questionnaire that has gender, age and question 3 here, which is the number of cans of a soft drink that people have consumed per week. Now the table I want to produce is gender by age, but I want to be able to see how many cans of drink per week for each of those interlocking cells of gender by age they drink per week. So I'm going to open up some tables and I'm going to go into here and I'm going to drink cans drunk per week is the name of my tables here. So a fairly simple analysis. I'm going to add a standard table, another standard table, and I'm going to add an arithmetic table, which is this icon here. Or of course you can do it from the add menu. So there's my three tables. I've now got to put in the definitions of those tables. So the first table I want is going to be age as the rows, gender as the columns, and I'm going to leave it at that. Then I'm going to go to the second table. Same again, I could have copied and pasted this, age and gender, but I'm going to put the number of cans of drink that each person drunk in the quantity field. So this table is going to be age by gender, but it's going to be weighted with volumetric weighting or quantity weighting by the number of cans that they drunk in the last week. Table 3, I want to be the division of table 2 divided by table 1, so that it gives me the average for each of the cells of my table. So I can go into the definition of that and into the arithmetic, and I can pick table 2, so I want to add that. I want to then, and you can see down here it's put #2, I want table 1, but I want to divide it by table 1. So table 2 divided by table 1. Now you can just type that syntax straight in, #2 divided by #1, but I've used the mouse to do that. And so this table is table 2 divided by table 1. I could put a title in here if I wanted to show that it's something different, but let's run that and see what we've got and see whether it's the output we want, because it's not actually quite right, but we'll tidy it up. Okay, I haven't got my data selected, so I need to go back to my global overall settings, add my data file, pick my data, click OK and run it. And now it's working fine. I'm getting my tables and I've got my three tables. So table 1 is 20 respondents, which shows a standard crosstab if you like. If we go to table 2, this is now weighted by the number of cans that our respondents drunk. So if we look at this cell here, male 16 to 34, and this table here, there were 3 respondents, and between them they drunk 23 cans of soft drink. We go to T3, now that's the division of the two, and we get 8 in there. That's because we got rounded numbers. If we hover over that or look at the top here, we can see it's 7.6667, which of course is 23 divided by 3. So it's that 23 divided by 3, and it's given me the correct figures. Now, there's some things about this table that I don't like. First of all, I don't want the percentages because they're a little bit meaningless here. I just actually want this whole number here to be the calculation and therefore the figure that I want, the average per cell. And I'd also like perhaps 2 decimal places here so I can see these data a little bit more accurately. So let's close this. So now to get this table as I want it, I want to pick the 2 format options. So I'm going to pick first of all the one that hides the percentages. So let's go to RTV. There it is. Turn it off. And I also want 2 decimal places for my figures. Now it's not the percentages I want 2 decimal places here. It's the actual figures on the table. So it's DPT2. Set those to 2. Click OK. And we should be able to run this now. Look at table 3, and sure enough we now have the figures we want to 2 decimal places exactly as we would expect it. If we want to suppress these tables, because effectively these are just being used as calculations for table 3, we can obviously suppress these tables, so we can go to table 1. I'm going to type in the format option here. MPTB means not print the table. Same here. And run it. And sure enough, our volume of tables now just has our one table, which is the table we were after. Well, this has introduced you to arithmetic tables in the QPSMR companion. There's all sorts of other arithmetic you can do. You could do the difference between one table and another, so to get the differences by subtracting one from the other. You could add two tables together. Maybe you've got a product tried first and a product tried second, and you want to add them together to make one table, perhaps analysing it by whether they tried it first or second. There's all sorts of applications you can do here, but they're all built around this use of arithmetic tables. When you want to add, subtract, rarely multiply, but if you did, you could multiply tables together. So I hope this was useful to you. Thank you for joining this video, and we'll see you on some of the other videos in the QPSMR Going Deeper series. Thank you.